encompasses so many incredible cultures, each with its own heritage, tradition, and that's reflected in the food. Everyone has their favorite, a great oxtail stew, a spicy hot pepper pot, some flying fish. Amongst the different Caribbean countries, there are a few shared sensational ingredients and styles. So for this food and wine pairing, I will take some of the most popular flavors you will find in the Caribbean and pair them with wine. First is curry. Although curries in some form appear in cuisines in most of the Caribbean countries, there are particularly prevalent in countries with East Indian heritage, so places like Trinidad and Tobago. A mass migration of workers from India as indentured laborers brought curry to the Caribbean. There are several incarnations of curry, and it can be found in many different Caribbean dishes. Curry chicken, curry goat, roti and doubles features curried chickpea. Most of the curry powders made today are much milder, although hot peppers are often added to curry dishes. Something that's great about curry and that I love is due to sotolon, an aroma found in curry, at a very high concentration, it actually gives off a caramel aroma. This same compound is actually responsible for the premature aging flavor in dry white wines. So my pick for any curry-based dish is a Sauterne or a late harvest wine that is affected by noble rot, which is the over-ripening of grapes. So make sure to try a late harvest Vidal from Ontario. The next one is jerk. A style of cooking native to Jamaica, jerk consists of meat dry rubbing or wet marinated with a spice mixture that contains the perfect balance of hot, sweet, and spicy. The cooking technique of jerking has evolved over time from using pit fires to old oil barrel halves. These barrels are filled with charcoal, which enhances a spicy, smoky taste. So street-side jerk stands or jerk centers are frequently found in Jamaica, the nearby Cayman Island, as well as throughout the Caribbean diaspora. Jerked meat, usually chicken or pork, can be purchased along with hard dough bread, my fave, deep fried cassava bami, okay, that might be my favorite, or Jamaican fried dumpling, also called Johnny cake or festival. Jerk seasoning principally consists of allspice and Scotch bonnet peppers. Other ingredients may include cloves, cinnamon, scallion, nutmeg, thyme, brown sugar, ginger, and salt. So it's a quite complex rub. One of my favorite wine pairing is the Riesling. Riesling works very well with food that have heat. Allspice tend to have terpenic notes, and I love to echo food and wine aroma, so you can find the same terpenic aroma in Riesling. A quick tip is when pairing wine with food that has a lot of heat, go for wine that are higher in alcohol and sugar, as lower alcohol and water actually increases the perception of heat on the palate. The next ingredient that is popular across the Caribbean is codfish or saltfish. This is fish that's salted in order to preserve it for future consumption. The objective is to rapidly remove moisture while allowing the salt to uniformly penetrate the fish. The prime cuts of cod were sold to European countries from Canadian provinces like Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. A significant part of these Atlantic provinces' economics were stabilized through the support of the slave trade. Saltfish became the go-to protein for enslaved people in Jamaica and across the Caribbean. It was abolished, and saltfish still remain the cheapest available protein. Today is the cornerstone of some of the greatest dishes in the Caribbean. For example, the ackee and saltfish, which is Jamaica's national dish. Saltfish fritters are the perfect appetizers that are hugely popular in the West Indian cuisine. Saltfish and fungi, stewed saltfish, which is from St. Lucia. When pairing wines with salty foods, wines that are acidic, fruity, or crisp goes very well. Terry Sauvignon Blanc goes very well with salty food. The wine will appear less jarring, softer, fuller-bodied as salt reduces the tartness and increases that smoothness in the mouthfeel. The next one is green or ripe plantains. The plantain is a starchy cousin of the banana, and all that added starch means it almost always needs to be cooked. As they ripen, the starches turn into sugar, and when it's fried, the sugar actually caramelizes. Of course, you can have plantain on its own, and it also forms a lot of popular dishes like the mangou from Dominica. A perfect pairing is a sweet white wine like a Moscato. Now I'm interested in knowing, what are some of your favorite Caribbean food and what wines do you usually have with them?